Hello, and welcome to a new episode of the Academlo Podcast. I am your host, Octavio Morales, and today we will discuss some of the news that came out in the last week. Starting with some news from Microsoft, they just announced that Visual Studio 2022 is now available for everyone starting on November 8th. Visual Studio 2022 is the first release of a 64-bit version of this software, and with this, Microsoft expects to have a better use of all system resources, especially when working with large and complex solutions over long periods of time. According to the company, the customers were able to run the Visual Studio IDE for days, even with solutions containing 700 or more projects, which is a big improvement from past versions. This version of the software also includes a number of edits and debug improvements. Along with live preview capabilities and cross-platform testing for Linux. Some other news from Microsoft is that they will no longer support OneDrive, their cloud storage service, on Windows 7, 8, and 8.1 starting on March 1st, 2022, in order to focus resources on new technologies and operating systems, and try to improve users with the most up-to-date and secure experiences. Users of both these operating systems and the service OneDrive are recommended by Microsoft to upgrade their PC to Windows 10 or 11, and if your computer doesn't support these versions of Windows or you just don't want to do the change, then you can still access OneDrive via its web interface. Since last month, there have been some rumors running about a deal that valued the company Pinterest at $75 billion, and that one of the biggest digital payments services was interested in buying them. But it was just a rumor. PayPal was a company apparently interested in buying Pinterest, but they offered a statement that said, in response to market rumors regarding a potential acquisition of Pinterest by PayPal, PayPal stated that it is not pursuing an acquisition of Pinterest at this time. And with this news, a research came out with some information about Pinterest and how a lot of people that browse the internet constantly don't really like the app. More than 28,000 Chrome users have installed an extension in their browser to remove Pinterest from their Google search result. And why do a lot of people dislike the app? Because Pinterest makes it really difficult to view an image hosted on its platform without signing up for an account. While this information may seem bad for Pinterest, some people specialized in the operations of these kinds of companies say that this can be a big enforcer in the popularity of the app and the value it can get in the market. Getting some news all the way from Sweden, the capital city Stockholm built a system for the schools called School Platform to check on the students. It was intended to work for up to 500,000 children, teachers, and parents in the city, but it didn't work correctly. So the father of 3 kids going to school, a developer, started to build his own app which took the info from the original application and displayed it in a better and more useful way. He wrote to the city officials asking for access to the API of the app, but he never got a response and started to work by himself and created the Open School Platform, an open source app that can be accessed by anyone and solves the issue of the existing one. But the story takes a turn when the police went looking for the dad that built the app and accused him of obtaining the information in an illegal way, which was false. The app only showed information that was open to the public, so they weren't breaking any law about the info they showed. After months of investigation and having a legal trouble, the Open School Platform was cleared, and the city of Stockholm changed the way they see this type of apps, and is now more permitting of them existing and using public information to help society. Now, the developers of the app are hoping that they can make a deal with the city so they pay a license to have it be the official app, and it will help both the parents, teachers, and students have better info displayed to them, and the app have a better way of working. This is all for today's news. I hope you find them interesting, and I'll be seeing you in the next episode. Bye!